Salute, 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 salute. Pardon the
Salute.
tardiness, man. We
Lord,
definitely
King
pardon the
Prego.
tardiness, man. One of them days, traffic kind of was heavy. You know, salute to everybody in the building. Pretty much, we're gonna
I
definitely
mean,
keep y'all well entertained, man. We got special guests up here tonight. You know, y'all might know him as King Krego, but I'm gonna always know him as AKA Stomp Out. You know, I let him know.
alright.
You know what I mean? I let him know why
Oh,
why
man.
why you got the
That's a
name
whole
Stomp Out.
other
No,
chapter right there.
you know what I
That's
mean?
great.
King Prego.
King Krego, babe. You know, there.
Word
You know,
up,
talk to
Craig
the
the
people.
Dread.
Let them know. You know,
Man.
we can just go ahead and get the show popping, popping. Salute to everybody that pulled up, man. You know,
Yeah,
definitely
man. I
appreciate y'all.
appreciate you, King Prego, pulling up, man. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
come on, man.
Coming to bless the stage, you heard?
Shit,
You know,
I wish I could do more. Shit, fuck it. Shit, y'all home team. Come on, man. Y'all
No
niggas.
doubt,
definitely,
no doubt.
definitely, man.
But yeah,
You know,
Craig,
the group.
introduce yourself, man. Let them know where you from, where you was raised, and how you came about, man, intercepting the brothers in the community. You know what I'm saying?
All right, we gonna set it off. I'm from Crown Heights.
So you
Born
was
in
born
Coney
in Crown
Island,
Heights?
raised
You
in
was
Crown
born in
Heights.
Crown Heights?
Nah, I was born in Coney Island. Stayed
Okay,
in Coney
okay.
Island until I was like 8 years old. At the same time, though, my sister had moved to Crown Heights. My older sister, she got married and moved to Crown Heights, which was 1301 Lincoln Place, which was between Schenectady and Utica.
No doubt, no doubt. The block.
And that was 1984. I used to go back and forth from Crown Heights to Coney Island. And then in 1986, I ended up moving there. I ended up moving on Lincoln Place.
Now, as far as coming from Coney Island and entering the Wolves Dinner, because at that time it was sure enough 84, 85. You know, them years was you know
I
that
was a little
that was
nigga.
the Terror Dome.
All
You know,
right. I
how
was,
was your was you welcome like when you first moved on the block, or would you know was it like a hesitant? You know, because at 85 we was outside.
That's right.
at that time, I would say, from what I remember, like 86 is when I really started hanging out in Crown Heights. Like, I was like one of the youngest dudes from my block to leave the block. You know what I mean? Let's say that, because niggas know my block was quiet, but they had some rough niggas that came from my block. You know what I mean?
So
Yeah, fact.
who the rough niggas came from your block, man? And let the people know what block is that again.
Oh, we talking about Lincoln between Schenectady and Utica. One
Okay.
of them was my brother. Then you had the Coleman brothers, my man, my brother's friend Scooby. God bless his soul.
No
You
doubt.
Yeah,
know,
rest in peace to Scooby. Word
you know
up.
what I mean? Then you had
Scooby
Arthur,
Doo, fact.
Jeffrey, then you had my nigga Domingo, then you had Steve-O, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, then you had Big
Shout out to
Worm,
Steve on up, man.
you know what I mean?
No
Yeah.
doubt.
You know, then you had my nigga Daryl, you know what I mean? Like we had some headers. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
listen.
Quiet. And then we ain't gonna talk about the Kennedy brothers. You know what I mean? We gonna leave it like that.
Fact. Fact.
You know what I
Fact.
mean?
Matter of fact, the
For those
Gibsons
that
lives
don't
on your
know,
block too.
know. You know what I mean? If you don't know the Kennedy brothers, then it ain't meant for you to know. But anyway, as we proceed,
They just wasn't outside that early. You know, that's all it is.
you know,
A lot of people. There's a lot of people that was spectators. You know, I must say that at an early age there was a lot of shows and a lot of activity going on in the area. And if you wasn't, you know, if you really didn't run with like a certain pack, you know, some people stayed on the stoop, some people stayed looking out the windows. They was told not to come play with us, man. This is a fact.
Good question, but you know, unfortunately, I wasn't one of them niggas.
Fact.
No, I mean,
Niggas
I
stomp out.
played with the roughest and the toughest. You know what I mean? I stayed in my lane. You know what I mean? And I've learned off other niggas' mistakes. You know what I mean? And niggas respect me for it. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you know what I mean? We both wasn't supposed to get locked up together. One of us got to be here to tell a story.
Man.
You know what I mean?
Matter of fact, shout out to your brother, man.
Yeah, shout out to Winslow, man. Word up,
Honorable
50 nigga
salute,
right
man.
there.
Yeah,
That's a
I
fact.
always, when I speak to my brother, I always give him his flowers, man, because he one of the reasons why he the main part of the puzzle that I'm the man that I am today. And that nigga right there, that Watchtower nigga, oh, he played a role too. I always give that nigga his flowers. You know what I mean?
So,
Because I was at a point, you know what I mean? You know, I used to laugh a lot. You know, I still laugh because it's good for the heart. But it was a time where, you know what I mean, my brother put me to the side like, yo, everything ain't funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that shit embedded in my fucking cranium till this day. Everything ain't fucking funny, man. You know what I mean?
you know, growing up under them conditions,
Yeah,
the
shit
one thing I
rough.
say is like back in the days, the beautiful thing is if you was from the block, in any one of them blocks, St. John's, Sterling, Lincoln, Park Place, Prospect, your block was your community. So every adult was like aunts and uncles, and the kids was all cousins. You know,
Yeah,
I mean that's how we was raised. You know,
yeah,
so you know, at any given point in time, if you acted up, one of them elders could have put their hands and feet on you, and you better not say nothing because you got to ask whooping from your parents as well. You know, and if social media wasn't created, that's them same cores and values inside the community still would have been going on today. It's just that, you know, social media came out, people start filming, people start showing, and, you know, the ass whoopings turn to give them a timeout, or give them this, or give them that. You know, don't beat them like this. You know, abuse, child abuse, blah 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 blah. You know, man, oh man.
I grew up where if my mom's friends saw me doing something wrong, I got my ass whooped. And then when my mom's came through, my mom's whooped my ass.
Facts.
That's where I came up from. I don't know. And then on top of it, see, my mom's ass whoopers was what they would call abusive. But I never thought about calling BCW. That's what it was called back then when I was growing up, not ACS. BCW.
Facts.
And
It was abusive, but it was effective.
Yeah, my niggas say cool.
Absolutely.
Say cool. You know what I mean?
Salute, say cool. I see you, man.
It's my guy. You already know.
Say cool. What's good?
No doubt, no doubt.
Yo, you know how I met Say Cool?
How you met Say Cool?
I met that nigga on the phone in St. John's in Utica when I was doing numbers for Trev.
What?
The nigga called the motherfucking phone, big bull.
Shout out to the number runners, man.
Yo, who this? Like, yo, it's cracked up. Like, yo, this Say Cool. Yo, I'm looking for that nigga Trev.
Where that nigga was at? He was locked up. What Say Cool was locked up?
Yeah, he was jammed up, son.
Yeah, that's the phone right there on the corner.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you already know. If nigga, you couldn't touch that phone if you wasn't from the Johns.
Yeah,
Back,
yeah. That phone was like HDM phone, bro.
listen,
People,
That
regular people used to get on the phone. We used to be right on their motherfucking shoulder, looking at them like, my man about to
right,
call. Yo, what up? How
you
long
ain't
you gonna
lying.
be?
right. Exactly. You know what I mean? Word. See, look, tell you right there. I was calling the phone, booth collect. Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
What?
Yeah, man. That's how I met that nigga, son. Word. I was
That's
like
what's up, man.
14, 15 years old.
Wow, so you was running numbers and shit for Trav. God bless Trav, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that nigga,
Wow.
you know how I ended up fucking with him, though? I ended up
Wow.
fucking with him, Tyson. He had a nigga named Tyson that used to hustle on the Christmas tree, which was on Rogers and Park Place. It was a spot over there, trap house over there.
I know Tyson.
Huh?
Yeah, I know Tyson. I'll tell that story later on. Me Tyson, and Super D, Super Dave from Park Place came out to Baltimore. And, Frankie Boo came out. It was little wild time we had when we first came out here. You know what I mean? My man Tyson and shit.
Yeah, Tyson was a cool
Yeah,
nigga,
I ain't
man.
gonna do that. That's why I thought you want to go.
He
Thanks for letting me know.
used to
I
get.
need to make you a
I haven't seen
moderator
him
since you
in
want to
years.
pay attention.
I would love to see him. I hope he's alive and healthy.
Yes,
You know,
fact. Plus, Tyson held it down. He was in Green with me when I went up north and I went to Green. Tyson was there, and some things jumped off with the Latin Kings. Them niggas, they helped me down in the yard. Tyson, and shout out to Pizzo from Marcy. He definitely, I'm gonna get into they guidance at that time because I was a little wild one.
I see how Tyson was getting money. You know what I mean? And Tyson, you know what I mean, was getting money fucking with Trav. You know what I mean? And I wanted that. Like, I wanted, you know what I mean? Like, boosted, I always thought with dealing with that shit was a high risk maneuver. And always wanted some. I was always a thinker, like, damn, it got to be a better way to this shit. Word up. I'm like, damn. And then Chip, I'm like, yo,
Listen,
I start seeing niggas get snatched up. I'm like, whoa, hold the fuck up. Now I gotta look at my circumstances. I'm like, damn, at the time, you know what I mean? My pops was already dead. My mom, she going through what she going through. You know what I mean? Ain't no guarantees if I get jabbed up, I'm in this alone. You know what I mean?
no
Because of
doubt.
my circumstances. So I'm
Listen,
like, I'm still trying to figure it out. Like when I bumped into Tyson, that nigga Tyson was showing me the way. Like, yo, this is how you do this shit. Like, you know what I mean? And then I just started. I was always a quick learner. You know what I mean? A quick learner made a nigga a quick earner. You know what I mean?
you know, we once you go that route, and boosting was second to none, a form of getting papers.
Yeah,
But it definitely wasn't it wasn't my go-to. That wasn't my niche. I, you know,
like, like for instance, like I see niggas do it. Yo, dog, yo, Chip, I see niggas do it,
listen,
and they do it like a nigga on the block, but they doing it in the store.
listen.
I got that part of it, but me, it just wasn't for me after a while. Like
listen.
I had to leave
Mm-mm.
that shit alone. And when I got a touch of that hustling money, I said, yeah, this is now I just gotta find my lane. You know
No
what I mean?
doubt.
When I end up fucking with Trav, it was like bittersweet because he died. You know what I mean? Like he died on the verge of me trying to come up. You know what I mean? And I was nowhere near for the come up yet. You know what I mean? I still needed somebody like him around.
Yeah,
And when he died, that fucked everything up for me. You know what I mean? Everybody else, Cleve, Vinny, and them niggas, Tory, them niggas, Twin, you know, them niggas was good. Because
Yeah.
they somewhat mastered their craft. You know what I mean? Niggas,
Shout out to the Wonder Twins, man.
I was just a pup. I was just a pup
yeah,
coming
we gonna
into the
get
game.
Vinny up here
You know
too.
what I mean? I know this is a dog eat dog fucking world. You know what I mean?
No doubt. Shout out
And
Dolph
then
from Utah in the
I went
building.
to the motherfucking Watchtower, and he showed me how to really fucking get this paper. You know what I mean? He showed me how to do certain things and how real it is. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Let you know how you sometimes you might have to play. You might have to play how you don't want to play. You know what I mean? Like you got to get out your comfort zone. You know what I mean?
right.
And I don't want to fully go into detail of the shit, but
Oh no, you
yeah,
good. You good. You know,
yeah, no, but
just
certain shit you be
during
telephone.
commercial break, let me just say, this is for educational purposes and entertainment purposes only.
Uh,
Allegedly, all the stuff
allegedly,
occurred.
Right.
Allegedly, all
yeah,
the stuff we
that's
done
what it
did.
appeared to be.
Yes, allegedly. Let me make sure
That's right.
we somebody told me,
Shout out to
make sure we,
allegedly, man.
yeah, shout out to allegedly, all the stuff that's being
Exactly.
heard today
Shout out to
occurred.
allegedly.
Hey
Right.
yo,
Niggas,
hey yo.
niggas was
Go ahead.
playing hard in that concrete jungle, dog.
That's
Niggas
a
playing
fact.
hard. And I ain't gonna front. That man right there was one of the mans that showed me how to survive. That's why all that smiling shit and Kiki kid, that shit died.
I'm gonna say
That
shout out,
shit died.
shout out
And
to
niggas
the
was like,
shout out to
niggas,
the Boo family. From
I ain't
Frank
even
Boo
have,
to
I
Byron
ain't
Boo
even
to
have none of this.
Doug
And yo,
Low to Boom
big man, they
Boom.
didn't want to grow hair on my fucking face. But real talk, like I forced this shit. This shit had no choice but to come. And I'm fucking 47 years old and my shit still ain't
I'm gonna stand up.
my shit still ain't full, Chip. Like you see how you got your shit?
Come on, man.
Listen,
Your shit
listen.
beard up, nigga.
I'm trying to keep the show respectfully. This hair came by the way that they say hair come on your face. It took some time.
We
It
had the
took some
beach,
time.
man.
But I'm telling you, around the way, that's one thing you didn't want to be known for. So it was like, man, I ain't
Nigga don't want to look like somebody climbing out of windows and shit like that, taking
nah.
pictures.
Shout out to
Niggas ain't really
Australia. Hey, yo, Wise, I see you, fam. We definitely need to get your story too, Wise. Shout out to
Word up.
Ralph from Atlanta.
Ralph Glaze,
No doubt, no
ATL,
doubt. ATL in the building, man.
Australia. Yeah, Craigo.
Yeah.
That shit still stuck in my head, man. When you said your brother was like, "Yo, man, cut all that motherfucking laughing shit out, bro."
Yeah. Yeah, you did that.
I know. I had to tell you that shit too at one some type. If you was, huh?
You did that. You did that. You did that. I'll give you
Well,
that.
I
Definitely.
remember that shit.
Come on, man. I learned a lot of shit. I can tell you niggas straight up. Don't be sleeping in trap houses. Don't do that. No. I caught an episode of that. Niggas played with me, but it was a learning motherfucking experience.
So what happened, bro? Tell her how it went down.
All right, I fell out.
Let's keep it 100, bro. We on the tripe line, baby.
Check it. I fell out, right? I was tired as a motherfucker, and I was going to school. I had the hammer on me and all that. God bless my soul. It was his hammer. It was 357.
Yeah, rest in peace. You said Starlo?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my Lodi, no doubt, no doubt.
I had his hammer. You know what I mean? In the spot. and I dozed off, and fucking you and Big Worm some way somehow got in the spot, took the hammer from me while I was asleep, shots, took the shells out, woke me up and clicked it on me. I was like, wow. After that, I never went to sleep in a spot ever fuck again. And then
Wow.
the boys go.
Nigga, this crazy.
This is what happens. You can't be going to sleep up in this motherfucker, dog. You ready to see you could have been a dead motherfucker. Yeah. After that, nah, it was game over after that. So I ain't never sleeping no motherfucker house day in my motherfucking life. Shit, I'll go to a bitch crib. Fuck that. Ain't sleeping in no trap house, dog.
Damn. Yeah, that was my rest in peace, my grandmother. After she passed away, my aunt was still living upstairs, so it was just my grandmother, my aunt up in the building and shit. And damn, man, it had to be in the super tribe era because I made that shit a spot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you think about, look, when I think back, I'll be like, damn, nigga, you was that gutless. You know, my grandma used to go to church. You know, damn, you made the shit a spot.
Dog,
Yeah,
and it
that
was
shit was
working.
crazy. Huh?
It was working. I said, and that shit was working. Another thing I've learned, I remember me and my nigga Little Rick, our Little Rick.
Shout out to Lil Rick, PR, pretty PR.
Yo, me and this nigga playing with the same hammer, the same 357 Taurus, cocking the shit back, catching, clicking, catching the hammer so it wouldn't go off. Yo, dog, I played with that shit, me and this nigga Rick, and my thumb slipped off the fucking hammer and that shit went off. Dog, man, I was mad as a motherfucker because I thought I hit the nigga Rick by accident.
Oh my God.
Wow,
For real? And where y'all was in the Smithy?
Yeah, we was playing.
I don't think y'all told me that shit.
Hell no, we ain't tell you that, nigga. Hell no. Hell no. The shit went through the wall though. We found out where, because yo, me and Rick, we was checking each other. I was like, yo, man, I hope Rick, yo, I'm checking him while he checking me. But I'm more checking him because I'm like, yo, I don't know if that shit bounced, ricocheted, or anything. But what it was a desk right where the hole was at. And the shit went up under the hole. It went up under the desk through the wall to through the other side. So luckily nobody was in the hallway at the time. We was just fucking around.
Dang.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, y'all ain't tell me that shit, bro.
Then I can tell you another story. I remember I took that shit, I took that tray pound with me to a hooky party. Yeah, I took that shit with me and Shy, Fat Black Shy.
Yeah, shout out to Shy.
Yeah, took that shit with me.
Yeah, that was your man.
I got up in the school with the shit and all that because I was cool with security.
Yeah.
And at that time, they did have metal detectors, but I had to go through none of that shit.
Where the hooky party was at?
Back then, it was, I think we went to some shit. It was in the 90s on 92nd and Clarkson or some shit like that. But first, we went by Vanderveer. And there was some shit going on in Vanderveer, but we was like, nah, I was like, nah, I ain't going up in there. Shy wanted to go up in there because he knew we had that thing on us. But I was like, nah, I'm not going to fuck up in there. And sure enough, my judgment was right because when you go up in Vanderbilt, they had some stairs and shit that led, I think, to Brooklyn Avenue or some shit like that. And the boys was parked right there. You know what I mean? So I was kind of glad I made that judgment call. You know what I mean?
Damn.
One thing Craig was about, I went with my instincts, man. Because like I said, I was taught by niggas like you and my brother. You know what I mean? When you follow your fucking instincts. When your instincts tell you something, those is your spider senses. If something ain't right, you know what I mean? Because check this shit. Throughout that whole day, after we went to the hooky party, the shit was packed, police broke it up or whatever. I had that shit in my homegirl bag. Long story short, I took it from her. Everybody went their way. Now it's time to go back to the block. Something told me, yo, go put that shit down before you say what up to anybody on the block. As soon as I go put that shit down in the spot, I come back down. These ran up on niggas and start hemming all of us the fuck up. But nobody had nothing on them. So we was good.
Yeah.
So that was another smart instincts that I went through. You know what I mean? That I followed. You know what I mean? So I knew. Like, yeah. So a lot of funny shit happened with that burner though, son. And that burner, what I liked about that burner though, that 357 Taurus, that shit had no recoil. 57s have recoil. That shit had no kickback whatsoever. But it'll put a fucking hole in you.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And since you talking about the hooky party and all that shit, man, do you recall this little house party, no basement party up there, like on, I think it's like, I don't know if it was even Nostrand and Park Place or
It was Park Place in New York. It was a basement party.
basement party.
Yeah, the niggas used to stash their burners in the cellar.
And it's okay. There you go, son.
Yeah, I was there for that. Yeah. Yeah, the
You was
Watchtower.
there. Was you there? Was you there when the police was rushed the spot? And
What? When they did what?
Was you there when the police, something happened? I don't know what happened. We was at a party. Niggas like, yo, police is coming. Niggas start stashing shit up in the ceiling.
Yeah, I was there for that. I believe
man.
Domingo was even there.
Who?
Domingo showed up.
Yeah, I think Domingo was there. I know your brother was probably there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That party was popping.
I don't know if I think I lost a burner that night in there, man. Word up. I don't know. I can't recall us recovering. You know what I mean? That heat.
Yeah, a lot of dog niggas stashed a lot of burners in that cellar, son.
Yeah.
A lot of shit went up.
That's crazy.
All I remember was what? Police.
Yeah.
Niggas got out, but I seen a lot of arms go up in the fucking cellar. In the process of that shit. Mm-hmm.
So what school you went to? Round the way. Junior high school.
I went to 390, I went to 167, and I went to 390, and then from 390 I had a choice to go to Boys and Girls or Wingate, but I chose to go to Tilden because I knew niggas in both areas. You know what I mean? I knew niggas in Boys and Girls, and I knew niggas in motherfucking Wingate. So I knew if I went to either one of them, I was just gonna be a monster. You know what I mean? So I went to Tilden, and that shit ain't making no better because come to find out it was one of the third baddest motherfucking schools in fucking New York City at that time. You know what I mean? And I end up meeting niggas from Flatbush, East Flatbush, East New York, Brownsville. You know what I mean? Couple of niggas from the Heights, from the other side of the Heights, Bed-Stuy, Ocean Hill. Yeah. That shit just made me more connected. Not knowing that I have plans on doing that, but that's what happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I gravitated to that shit. Like, you know what I mean? I knew niggas that was in school getting fly, getting money. You know what I mean?
How they was getting money? How they was getting money in school?
Nah, I knew niggas that after school niggas was hustling. Niggas was
Oh,
going on the
okay.
block. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I know niggas that was going on the block. Like, yo, after this nigga, I'm going on the block, nigga. You know what I mean? Niggas had their little, hey, you know, everybody had issues, man, back there, man. That crack epidemic, that shit was real, man. You know what I mean? It's either you was a fucking, what my cousin would say, either you was just a fucking a gazelle or you a motherfucking lion or some shit like that, dog.
You was smoking that shit back there?
Smoking what?
Crack, nigga.
Hell no, nigga. Nigga, I smoke weed, nigga.
I'm just checking, nigga.
I ain't never fuck with, I never sniff, nothing, never, mouth, never. I see what that shit did to people. Never smoked no motherfucking crack. Never smoked dust. Never took a mess tab. None of that crazy wild shit. I smoked weed and maybe drunk a little beer or some fucking liquor. But other than that, nah, I ain't fuck around, dog.
All right, so what year you met Big Boo and how you met Big Boo?
Damn. That had to be probably shit. That had to be probably like 89, man. 89.
How you met him?
But you, I think, on the block. On
Salute,
some,
God.
yeah, I met you on the block. Like, it was like, who this light skinned nigga? Who this little light skinned nigga? Like, because I was always fucking with Sleep, Chris, Dark Man, you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
We used to play and chill at this spot called where the trees and shit was at, the center on my block. They had the trees and shit before they built that new building and shit like that they got now. But
yeah.
man had this shit called the center.
Yeah, I was playing the center. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
They had the trees and shit. B Sleep, Chris, Dark Man, you know what I mean? LB, God bless his soul.
Yeah,
you know
rest in peace, LB.
You know what I mean? We used to play in that motherfucker. That was like our headquarters.
Yeah, we used to play. We used to play in that shit before y'all played in it. You know what I mean?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where it came from. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't even know, but behind there, it used to be a fucking pear tree over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Mm-hmm.
Listen, the link is down there in the chat. If anybody want to pull up and come on the panel and politic, you know, it's an open forum, man. You know, you can come up and
my nigga Shannon, my guy too.
Big Sharon God, you know, just click the link in the bio, well in the chat, and just pull on up here and just wild it out.
So
Grego, I got going for you, man.
Yo, Grego.
Yeah, I'm listening.
So you met Big Boo, and what was Big Boo doing at that time? You know what I mean, on the block.
At that time. At that time, you I believe you was on your boosting shit then. You was on your boosting shit then. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I could even recall where you took me on a meow with you. Matter of fact.
Oh, word. So what we went?
We went to Alexander's on Fordham Road. This is years ago. For those that don't know, don't go over there thinking Alexander's is still open. It's not there.
Right. Shout out to Fordham Road, the Bronx.
Me, you, Nestor, a few of us. You know what I mean? But those, you know, I can remember that, and I remember you addressed it to me. Because I believe that I think at that time you knew who my brother was already. So basically, it was like, yo, what you about to do? You don't do this shit with nobody. You know what I mean? You made that clear to me. What you about to do for me, you don't do this with nobody. Period.
Okay, what you did?
And what you had me do, you had me go up in the racks, waited. I had a big ass book bag with me. You know what I mean? I think you snatched up like 8 to 10 sweatsuits, wrapped them shits up after you popped the Lizzies and shit off of them. I wrapped them up once you put them in a rack. I wrapped them shits up, threw them in a bag. You gave me the cue to come out the rack. And as I came out the rack, I walked in front of you and we walked out. Simple as that.
That's right. You see that play, y'all? You see the play? See, that was a play. You know what I'm saying? The play was you come in, you know, yeah, and Alexander, there was probably some lady sweatsuit, something to make some money right quick, right? So
Right.
plan was to come in, make the bag man disappear inside a rack. Get one of them big racks, sit his ass up in there, and you go casually pick the sweatsuits off, bring them over there. You know what I mean? Because nobody can see you bringing the shit because the racks is like at least waist down. You get what I'm saying? Blocking the view. So,
Right.
and then you open the rack, you hand it to him, pop all the shit off, hand it to him. You looking around, making sure the shit is clear, and you give him the signal. Yo, let's go. Get out,
Back.
he walk in front of you, you stay, you fall back to make sure one of them D's and security roll up, he can get out the door. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
carry on, my nigga.
And then that was, you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
remember also, but I don't think you wasn't there for this one, but I remember, I think this was 91. This was my last me out with niggas though.
Yeah.
Niggas was deep. And the word was niggas found out a Pele spot. That's when y'all niggas was on y'all Pele shit. The butter salt shit, y'all.
Yeah. That butter.
The shit y'all seen motherfucking French Montana wear and
Yeah.
Mad Hoffa shit.
Yeah.
That's the shit niggas was looking for. And they found the fucking store. I think it was somewhere in Soho. Niggas was 30.
Chill bang.
Niggas was like 30 deep. And niggas performed it was like a fucking movie. That little clip shit that they be see showing niggas grab shit running out of fucking.
Yeah.
Nah,
Flash mob. Yeah, the flash mob.
Nah. Niggas saw with all them Pele spots, all them Pele leathers.
Yeah.
Niggas snatched that whole shit. The whole shit. I couldn't even get to it. All I could do is snatch 2 little bullshit suede jackets that was $220 each, and threw them shits in a bum equipment book bag. While my other man, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna say his name, but Chip, you know who he was.
What's good, Todd?
That nigga he threw one of them shits on. He threw one of them shits on and had a garbage bag in front of him of them fucking leathers in that bag. Yo, but before I go into that story, it was a brother that got me the fuck up out of there. He got all of us out of there. They closed the door, and the door had a button. And that man was face low. That nigga backed me up.
Somebody got a feedback on their you hear it, Chip? What's that?
I don't know.
Hold on, Craig. We got like an echo going on. Go ahead, Craig. Let me see.
Yo.
Yeah, you good.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right. So next thing I know, the nigga face backs me up. I remember that shit. And the nigga face kicks through the fucking door. The whole glass shit came down, and niggas end up getting the fuck up out of there. and then you heard the whole showcase window. That whole shit shattered. And niggas start jumping from out of there. And niggas was out. Niggas ran to the train station. Niggas had garbage bags. It was like yellow garbage bags niggas was looking for. Some niggas had duffel bags. But yo, I remember I see my nigga across from me with that leather on, with that yellow garbage bag.
Yeah.
And I just act like I was reading the newspaper. And I looked, and sure enough, police came, snatched him up. I just was hoping that nigga don't be like, yo, he was with me.
Word up, right?
Word up. I was hoping the nigga don't do no shit like that.
Who they snatched up though? Who they snatched up?
They snatched up my man Keith.
Keith from where? Shout him out. Who that?
Keith, my nigga Keith from fucking Lincoln between Troy and Albany.
Oh, little Keith.
Yeah.
You gotta shout him out, man.
They snatched him up. Keith doing good though now.
No
He
doubt.
good. That nigga served his country, went around the world for free. He got a family and shit. But me and him kicked it. He told me he would do some shit at that time though with his family. Because his family ain't allowed that shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. So he didn't get deported or nothing, right?
Nah.
You know, Keith lived across the street from Dink. God bless the dead Dink.
Oh,
yeah.
Rest
Matter of fact, him, Party, Jamel, all of them, they lived all in the same building. Q-Ball.
Right.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that was a fucking memorable moment right there, though, man. That's when I realized how fucking the lowlives got down when it came to really steaming shit. Like, I seen that. I was like, oh, these niggas is not a game. By the time niggas got to the goal was gone. The goal was the Pele butter soft leathers.
That was the day, bro.
Dank was a real one, definitely. Dank was my dude. God bless him. His mom's Miss Biddy.
Salute.
She died saving her grandkids in a fire. I love that woman like a motherfucker, man. God bless her soul. Her son Dodie. You know what I mean? I heard he chilling too. You know what I mean? Or I be speaking to Dink baby moms on Facebook every now and then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Dink, little Dink. His son is big as a motherfucker. It look just like him.
Oh, word.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely got a lot of good stories with Dink.
Yeah, he was a good brother, man. We lost a lot of good brothers.
Yeah. Man, man. Yeah, we lost a lot of motherfuckers, man.
So that was the only two Mias you went on?
Yeah, those were the two joints that I went on fucking with y'all. The other ones I fucked with was with my man Conflict. And my man.
Yo, shout out to G-Force, man. Conflict.
Yeah, Conflict.
Yeah, Conflict. I remember he got, you know what I mean, my son got caught.
Mike, shout out to Bloodsport, man. Salute.
He got caught.
We definitely get G-Force up here.
Stores and his moms had to come get us because we was juveniles and shit. Me, him, and my nigga Grilling.
You talking about Convict, the one passed away?
Huh?
You say Convict?
No, Conflict.
Oh, Conflict. Oh, okay. My
nigga, you know what I mean? I don't want to say his government, but you know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I ain't gotta say his government. Oh, that's my nigga Chill Bang. Only Chill Bang I know.
Chill Bang. Salute.
It's my nigga that be with Olu and them niggas, man.
Yeah. That's my lady.
That gotta be.
That's my nigga.
Man, pull up.
We gotta get Chill Bang up here too, man.
Yeah, Chill
Yo,
Bang
Chill,
got a
you
lot of
have to
history,
pull
man.
up, bro. You know how we
Especially
do.
them 390 days. Let me drop this link again, man.
That's my nigga, man. Chill Bang. Oh man. Shit.
You know, whoever want to pull up, just click on the link, and I can pull you on the platform. No doubt.
Yeah.
So, Prego, after them two Mias, what did you fall back on the hustling side? Who you connected with?
After that, it was after that. I was fucking with Trav for a minute. After that, and then when he died, I ended up fucking with you. When
Fucking
he
with
died,
me?
yeah, I ended
Oh,
up fucking.
okay.
You know what I mean? Then after that, you know what I mean? She was all right, you know. It was a little paper coming in, but you know how that shit. I was learning. I was still trying to find my way.
Right. And you found your way. After we all fell back, you know, you was doing your 1-2, nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I ended up fucking with that weed. And that weed opened the door for a nigga. Like, I knew how to maneuver.
Yeah, fact. You was the man.
Yeah.
We come looking for you, nigga. We used to come looking, hunt you down, nigga. Where that nigga at? Nigga, drag. You know?
Yeah, I was fucking with that blacks and that Zona. And man, I was that nigga.
Allegedly.
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 Right.
Hey,
man.
I was good.
Yeah. You was
You know what I need you to do?
Licks.
I need you to hit them with what occurred when we was at Juve.
Oh man. All right. This was 1999. This was when Shine was about to turn itself in. And it was hot. And I had my nigga Chip was with us. And at this time, it was the heat, and then I was tired. Yo, I almost passed the fuck out, and I told my nigga Chip, yo, Chip, I don't know, nigga not feeling right, all these motherfucking people out here, yo, dog, I'm about to pass the fuck out. That nigga Chip said, yeah, grab my shoulders, nigga. Now, remind you, Chip was big as a fucking ox. Then, nigga say, yo, just follow my lead. I follow this nigga lead. This nigga Chip that opened up. Like he did some shit where niggas was departing like the Red Sea.
You gotta help the family, man. Facts.
Shout out to Big Chip Flow.
Listen, matter of fact, I was just really coming home to, you know what I mean, nigga swole.
Right. And then
just fresh off of bed.
Oh, you just came home, okay.
Yeah,
my son came, he was big as a fucking ox. Ripped up and all that shit. Nigga say, yo, grab my shoulders, nigga. I grabbed that nigga's shoulders.
Got you up out of there.
Got me the fuck up out of there, dog.
No doubt. No man left behind, you heard? No man left behind.
Right.
That's the fam, man.
Word up.
That's what's up, man.
And that's when the Parkway was the fucking Parkway. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll never forget that shit because Sherm was on the float, Bounty Killer, them niggas was on the float, Beanie Man. So that crowd was coming. And I just caught a fucking spell. And I told my man, I wasn't one of them niggas that, yo, I'm just going to fucking pass the fuck out.
Yeah, right.
I told my man, yo, get me the fuck up out of here.
Right. Yes, sir.
Oh, definitely had some good times, man.
Wow.
Between that and the motherfucker honeycomb. Man, oh man,
Oh man.
Shout out to
man, oh
Crown
man,
Heights,
them
man.
honeycombs.
Oh
Listen,
man. These young niggas don't know nothing about no honeycomb. They don't even
listen.
get fly for pussy no more, man. I remember
listen.
niggas used to get fly for pussy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. These niggas don't even get fly no more. Like, you know, like this shit different, but it's their world and we just in it. Word. For real, man.
Wow.
Yeah, we
Man,
50
man.
minutes in. That's what's up.
Yeah, son. So let me hit you with so you only went boosting with a rock. So while you was hustling in the neighborhood, man, nigga never pressed you, man. You never got robbed.
Nah, nah. Only I would say this. I had some bullshit happen to me at the end, like where I don't know, at the end, some niggas tried some bullshit. It was unsuccessful. They ain't get nothing.
So how
Nigga
they
back.
tried you, man?
Nah, they
Lay
did
out the
some
layout.
shit. Nah, what they did, they knocked on the door. My stepdaughter answered, right? But
Oh, you
was
was in your crib?
no, listen, check it.
Hey,
They
yo, little
knocked
Tim, pull up.
they knocked on the door. They knocked on the door. My daughter, my stepdaughter, looked through the peephole. I was half asleep. So my stepdaughter said, yo, Craig, somebody at the door for you. So I got up. I went to go check to see who it was. I opened up the door and then I closed the door behind me. In the process of that, when I come in, it's like a little blind spot. See, what niggas didn't know, you know what I mean? I'm going to check. I already see who's in front of me. I'm checking the blind spot before anything. It
Right.
was a nigga there looking like a clown. Nigga
Yeah.
had a vest on, trying to hide his face through the vest.
Yeah.
Clown shit. So then I'm looking at this nigga in front of me like, who are you? Oh, yo, such and such sent me over here. I'm like, yo, I don't know who you talking about. And then off that, the nigga, you know what I mean? Nigga went, he just backed this ratchet. He had a revolver. It was like, yo, give me everything. If you got people in the house, just tell them go on the back. Now in my mind, I'm like, I ain't letting nobody go on my crib, man. You gonna have to take this shit at blood, man. I'm sorry. Maybe it's time for me to go or whatever. You know what I mean? But long story short, the voice in the back of my head say, yo, open that door and swiftly slam that shit behind yourself. Because if he come behind you and that gun is in his hand, you're gonna slam that door on his motherfucking hand. And he gonna drop that gun. But unfortunately, Duke ain't do none of that. All I did was slam the door, closed it, told my daughter and her girlfriend get the fuck out the way. I locked the door, and them niggas ran. And that was the end of that. You know
You
what I
know who they
mean?
are? You know who they are?
Nah, I never seen them niggas before in my life. You know what I mean?
So
But,
after that you had to get that. After that you had to get that ratchet, right?
oh, you already know. That came that same night. I ain't gonna lie to you. That came that same night. I made a few phone calls, and niggas started seeing niggas that wasn't a part of the block appear on the block. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Word. Like
Okay.
niggas, my niggas was not playing. Like my man was like, "Yo, I got a ratchet. Fuck that. Yeah, hold it. This is what it is." I called my flesh up. My flesh know what it was. Word. I say less. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then after that, it was over. You know what I mean? I just tightened up my format even more. Because one thing I've learned growing up as you get older, your circle becomes smaller. You know
Fact,
what I mean?
fact.
And I'm looking at it like for a nigga to want to come for me. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy because I never shitted on niggas no matter how much money I was getting. Yeah, I had my daughter. My daughter was born. I was the fucking baby shower. I didn't have to rent an event space or none of that shit. I did everything I had to do for my daughter with my own paper. You know what I mean? And I
Right.
learned that because I spoke to my brother. Like, yo, how did you go about it? Nigga, baby shower, nigga. I am the baby shower, nigga. Say no more. I'm gonna follow that.
That's right.
And then on top of it, in the process of doing that, I ain't got to deal with people. I'm dealing with me and mine. You know what I mean? Now, I don't knock the nigga for doing what they want to do. They want to have a baby shower, have a baby shower. Me, I am the baby shower.
Fact.
You know what I mean? Word. Yeah, man. And
Big
then
pressure.
I had another situation. Nigga called me. Yo, I need 2 dubs and a dime. Had the nigga meet me in my old one of not my old a building next to my old building. And long story short was a nigga I knew. This is where I really started learning when it came to that booking format. A nigga that don't know you can't book you because a nigga don't know you. It always a nigga that knows. A nigga that's
Yeah.
getting money trying to book the nigga that's getting money. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
So now this part of it, all right, nigga caught me for like $192 worth of weed. All right, God.
No, how he
Same
caught you, son? How he caught you? Like, you know what I mean? He just
because we was in a building. We was in a building and he had his man with him. It was 2 of
okay.
them.
Yeah.
It was him, his man, and then there was another nigga. The other nigga, he was confused. We talk about him later. But he was confused. Because he's like, yo, why is this nigga doing that to you? Like, he had that look like, why is he doing that if he know you? You know what I mean?
Right.
Niggas is just fucked up. You know what I mean? Fucked up. The nigga that had the gun that backed the ratchet out on me moved like he didn't like me any fucking way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Long story short, when I seen that, I was respecting the jokes at that time. Like, all right,
I'm
it's
done.
like $22 worth of weed. Yeah.
Right.
Like, not knowing, now he trying to act like he trying to butt me. Now, I always said to myself, if a nigga got time to butt me, I got time to disarm me.
Well, exactly.
You know what I mean? So when he tried to butt me, I punched him in his mouth, bust his mouth, and then, you know what I mean? The nigga just, him and his people, they just ran. You know what I mean? After that, I spoke to one of my blood homies. And first, you know, the word was making the word out in the street. Niggas act like niggas caught a couple of plates from me. And when my man sat me, my blood homie sat me down, he like, yo, how much they took from you, man? Like $192 in work, some shit like that, $190 or some shit like. He's like, what? He said, nigga, that's light, nigga. Pretend like you blew that shit on your daughter's mother or some shit like that. So that's nothing. You ain't got don't go out there with no hammer looking for them niggas, because watch what's gonna happen to them niggas. If they doing shit like that in the hood, watch what's gonna happen. And I went on with that nigga logic with what he was telling me. I listened to that shit. You know what I mean? Because in the process of that, niggas start getting slammed on their neck. Another nigga got cracked out. Another nigga, you know, he going to jail, he come home, he smoking crack. I ain't had to do shit to a nigga. Niggas disintegrated themselves. You know what I mean? I had to do nothing to a nigga, dog.
With that story, a
lot of niggas would have jumped out the window. I know a lot of niggas would have jumped out the window. But at that time, I was making like between $300 to $500 a day. So I had to play chess with that. Do I want to put in time for that, looking for these niggas and get caught on some stop and frisk shit and risk everything I got going on for that for $190? Or I could do what my man just told me and say, yo, either you bought a pair of sneakers that you lost, or you just blew that kind of paper on wifey at the time. And I went with that. And sure enough, the outcome was delicious. Because, nigga, you smoked out, you fucked up now. So it was like what Hov said, killing a nigga is nothing. But when you kill a nigga, have him still breathing, then you saying something.
Right.
You ain't got to get nothing from me. You won't get nothing from me. Absolutely nothing. Not a dime, nigga. If you was on fire, I wouldn't pull my dick out and piss on you to put you out, nigga. It's over. And the words of the wise child will tell you, it's over.
Craigie, we at that hour mark. We're gonna have to give you a part 2.
This is definitely, we're gonna have to have you back, my brother. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you pulling up, dropping that Brooklyn history on us, man.
No doubt.
Definitely around the way. This is legendary right here, man. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Tim.
Yeah, salute to the chat, man. Spurt Low.
Appreciate y'all having me.
Chains on. Chill, busy.
CMB, see you, Nebraska. Salute, man.
Chill, bang. Yeah.
We're gonna do our best to keep giving y'all as many people that we're connected with as possible.
That's right.
That y'all can hear not only Low Life stories, but you get to hear Brooklyn stories.
That's right.
Or anybody who is getting it, period. It's people that probably wasn't from Brooklyn, but met with some Brooklyn people and still was getting papers on that level. So, we're gonna bring as many people as possible to the platform to make sure that y'all get these real non-fiction stories, allegedly.
That's right.
Allegedly.
We definitely gonna bring King Crego back to the stage, man.
Good old Stomp Out, man.
He holding out on us. You know what I'm saying? He holding out.
Tell the people how he got the name Stomp Out, man. Before he rolled out, Stomp Out.
Talk to him, Stomp Out. He left?
Nah, he probably smoking one. Put one in the
air. You had to hit it.
Yeah, good old Craigie, man.
You said you called him Stomp Out, man, so he got that name, Stomp Out.
We used to call him Stomp Out.
Yeah, I never knew that shit, man. I never knew that.
Let him explain to the people how you got the name Stomp Out.
It says Stomp Out. Wow, okay.
Man, chill bang. Definitely.
Yeah, he said Brian Boo coming soon, man.
Oh, facts.
Tasha in the building.
That is a fact.
Shout out to Brian Boo. CMB in the building. I see you, baby.
Craig,
Stomp Out, man. Yo, identify yourself, man. The niggas calling you Stomp Out, man. How you get the name Stomp Out? I never heard nobody call you Stomp.
I used to be in a crew back in the days when New York had its own thing.
D-Seps?
When
D-Seps?
New York had his own thing. You know what I mean? When New York had his own gangs and shit,
Yeah.
it
Okay.
was a crew called Subway Killers.
God
Yeah.
damn. I'm glad I ain't running to none of y'all niggas. How much
Yeah.
you been on that motherfucking subway? Shit. Subway Killers. Go ahead, man.
Subway Killers and shit like that. You know what I mean? That's that. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
I bet it
man,
is.
that's where the name came from. Yeah, man.
Yo, but you know what? We're gonna hold that shit. We're gonna hold a stomp out shit. We're gonna hold a Subway Killers for part 2, my nigga. You understand?
Say no
Fact.
more.
Word up,
Mhm.
man. I just appreciate you pulling up, my nigga, showing that love. You know what I mean? And it's
Brooklyn.
always loyalty.
You know
Shout
what I
out
mean?
Crown Heights, man. Bed-Stuy, Brownsville.
Coney
Shout out to
Island,
them low lives.
Coney Island, East New York,
Yeah,
Bushwick.
yeah. King Craigo. Salute, my nigga.
Definitely.
Salute.
Honorable salute, man.
Low
No
loud.
doubt. Salute to the chat, man.
Thanks, man.
Salute to everybody
You
pulls
already
up.
know, man.
Raises.
It's not a game.
Part 2
Spirit.
coming soon.
You know what I mean? Face low, Frankie Boo. Doug
You know.
Low.
Salute to all the fallen soldiers too, man. You know, definitely. I'm gonna make sure that we always make sure that we give an honorable salute to all the people that lost their lives
Facts.
throughout this process, man.
That's right. And we throw an event in New York every year. So pull up. Watch out for that flyer. You know what I'm saying? Paying homage to our brothers and sisters that passed along the way. That's what we're doing it for.
I'm doing your low vest shit again, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Low bet
yeah,
shoot.
the low bet is just the title, my nigga. But the heart of it is paying homage. You know what I mean?
No. I know.
You know what I'm saying? I need
like
you to pull up, Grego. I need you to pull up, my nigga. You know you from the community. I don't think we saw you, my nigga. What's good?
Nah, I seen you. I think I was there for the. I wasn't there for the deuce on the goose, but I was there for the low vest shit.
Oh, you what?
I was there for that because I got a flick with Coop and I forgot another brother from Franklin Avenue. Me and him looked like we could be related and shit. He had the same. Me and him had the same shit on, but he had the shirt to it as well. You know, I had the shit with the what is that? The Suicide Ski Man on the back.
Yeah.
Bad shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that shit. I came in
No
with that.
doubt. I was
What's
trying
up
to find that picture.
What's up with that 1993 anchor, man?
Yeah, I got that shit. I got that shit in the archives, dog.
Yeah, you got it in plastic. You got it in plastic.
That shit classic.
Say no more, my nigga. Say no more, man. Yeah. Part two coming soon, man.
For years.
No doubt.
It's an official 1993 Ralph Lauren Polo Yacht Club, nigga. With the big.
I think I had one of them shits too. I think I had one. I know I had one. I know I had one, man.
No doubt.
Burning up. But part 2, man. King Crego. Part 2 coming soon, man. Blessings, baby. Blessings. 2 L's. Peace, my brother.
Oh, Barlow, salute. You know what I mean?
Salute Barlow, man.
Yeah, man. I gotta salute my guy, man. I you know.
No doubt.
No doubt.
Brothers go through what we go through. You know what I mean? But we